And how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex, coming this 9th to 16th of February 2023. With a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Front, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and after the the yacht party. Now for you, yes, also the romantic dinner party. No, so so package when you know, yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person will be each dime back one. Now so one person would die 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Me did young antechua and maybe I'm discovered for Europe. I come a bushing for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Easy, convenient, fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover my pimp. Tap send. Internet. Also download the tap send app. No, ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka come a bushing for Ghana for na. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudo nani etina kamu kwantin ten akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa akosi kaswane ne mpatamu anase achimota la pass ekosi nsawam. Jumidale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane anase ade bia wo pebia. So ukoton kwadia enye bebia wo se wutu wa eye Jumidale. You can locate Jumidale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jumidale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Again, I young tea. I make them know say this a new year day.
YTM on the beat.
Oh, the one kill again. Tell them, make them walk this new year. Another new year, no walk boko. Hey, Jack and you go back belly, get conclude. No go back on okay, a paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another new year, no walk boko. Hey, Jack and you go back belly, get conclude. No go back on okay, a paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again. Me want say that us from the hills. I know say we not go make it. Tell them we are go make it. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again. Me want say that us from the hills. I know say we not go make it. Tell them we are go make it. Another new year this. Last year is gone, so let bygone be bygone. Get a whole set of goals, have ambition. Get a subject with a vision. We say we not go make it. Fire burn the obia man who no one say that you them drive on the asphalt. So we tell them this year we go all out. We never watch back. All of the mistakes we do last year, we correct them so we not go repeat it again. This year we moving to win, and thank God with the life that He give we another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again. Me want say that close from the hill, and you say we not go make it. Tell them we are go make it another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe. Another new year, no work boko. Hey, Jack, and no my belly, get conclude. No about you, no care paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another new year, no work boko. Hey, Jack, and no my belly, get conclude. No about you, no care paradise. Nobody knows tomorrow. Another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe, because this dream I feel achieve. Try it on, tell them again. Me want say that close from the hill. I know say we not go make it. Tell them we are go make it another brand new year. When you dream, got to believe.
Friday evening here on Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily, and I have my gentlemen seated after our World Cup match. At least we gave you guys that promise that right after the match we would sit like this and do the review and add what we have to add, and finally we are here. Now what is going to make today's show interesting is that I'll be activating 4 lines. Today I'm going to make sure you guys can call in to be part of the program. So if you are watching us, you should know the number that you'll be calling is what is on our screen. And that is the number you'll be calling to be part of the show. We want to hear from you guys today, because I know the whole world, so many people were behind Ghana, and they wanted Ghana to do something wonderful for them. But I want to believe there will be some disappointment here and there. So today, we are going to permit you guys to be part of the show with your calls. And that is the number on the screen. As and when you are ready, just call us. We'll pick your call and we'll make you part of the show. You can see Derek's money's face is not looking. I don't know what he has eaten or what he has sniffed. Maybe you've eaten or you've sniffed something. I don't know where exactly that is. Nana Regan to spread it down. In fact, we say your face fall down flat. Nana Regan's face has fallen down flat. And the team though, the Solomon is also there at the other side, and he's checking his WhatsApp on his laptop.
You need to see Karen's face.
The team though, the Solomon is checking his WhatsApp on his laptop. Ara Hussein, could you keep us a crime party? I'm sure what we have to do is to do crime party today. Hey, Charlie. Well, special thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is handling camera, which Flex is the editor director of the show. Emmanuel Fori Lapiji is the producer, and Gideon Neelam Tessin is our creative director. So we are live here on Showbiz Daily. Boys, how is the spirit like? Like I'm saying, today we are making calls active. So everyone who is watching us can call into the program and to contribute to what we are going to discuss today. Calls from all over the world are allowed. But first of all, nobody should talk about the football now. I want to know how you are feeling. You don't talk about who did what.
Signs of time pass.
So how are you feeling? Let me start with you. Like, don't go to the boy yet, because today that's going to be our discussion. But how are you with him? And then I'll feel with you.
When you're malaria now, very comfortable from. That's why. It is not well. It is not well with me at all. Like, right now, there's a lot going on in me.
It is not well with my soul. It is not well with my soul.
I am just trying to be strong for myself in order to console other people that are around me, and at large the Black Star team, and then I mean everybody, especially anybody that took part in the technical body and all of that. So I am not okay. This like more or less like a broken heart kind of feeling. Oh, I say what tear baby mood don't be. And your broken heart now more times be 1 year, 2 years in the one say with baby them tear she move for front. Ebia wa bia we di ba ko bia ma na round team ade dem ndem mo bi baby obia kwachi di ana say aka say o say ade ana da mama ba na ana ko ni si no obi bo okote event we no den chi ate what it ta obia ntimi nyam say bi da and all that.
There's a human away and they won't hear
but that's not him our fans.
What it ta now
I'm looking out to you.
That our feeling is Derek, how are you feeling too?
And back to my main comment, yes, I'm really this message said they are me feeling me pelbia or yes stronger than me. Obeti me I can't like words be or message to me like anything.
Mumu na words now.
Oh, mumu ba ye de nyame ase. So because I think almost bit me ask some situation. But could be I hate to I go home message hey last stars come for now. This are a bit we saving but for now the rest are keep on okay.
Okay. Derek Money, how about you?
Brasam, I think so it doesn't look encouraging.
And then I'm looking encouraging because I can ask further questions,
Oh yeah, I know very well. So you can ask further questions.
Maybe it could be that you're born in Kuami when you're okay.
Oh, Brasam, don't go there too.
I shouldn't go there.
Oh, you shouldn't go there.
But what I mean, Adrian and you're born in Kuami.
Brasam, there are so many factors working within the system.
Yeah.
And then I think with near day NIMCC and Kasafa Honey, I think the things are not right the way it's supposed to go.
Okay.
I think the whole Ghana any genuine crew because we know Ghanaians say a country be a penije, because there's a lot of freedom in the system. In this country, yeah.
It's almost can come back from Momu Phyllis.
I had there. Yes. Until you find saying now, who say Ghanaians are very quiet, meaning there's something going on. And I think say, we all bear witness to it. Not me sitting here, but those who are watching and those who are listening. Because a move phone TV, and those who are watching and those who are listening. Name but that's we give glory to God. I want to name me manema and why so.
Chamo.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, me there as a nyame kakra initially no na me ni hope bia say on betimi akoye bibi. But after 1 or 2 bia say oi challenge go for ebi on betimi ai bibi o no ja o masan ja o musa so
yeah
am I like at the point that I began to
sometimes you don't want to follow them.
Yeah.
But they do something and they pull your interest in.
And then
as of the time that you want to be part of it now, then they let you down.
Yeah. That's what happened to me. So initially I was like, oh Charlie, these people it shocked me small, but now I think I've recovered. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Alright, so just as I'm saying, today's show is an interactive one. If you are online, remember that you can also call into the program. Just call our number on the screen. That is what we are using today. Just call. We just want to interact today, and let's have a conversation. Let's also listen to you. We want to hear your voices today. Beyond reading your messages, we also want to hear your voices. So feel free, call into the program, and let's have a conversation. Now, let's go and zoom in straight into the business. And the first one is to discuss our Black Stars match against Uruguay. And finally, the way it is on the table of Group H, we are last with just 3 points, and Uruguay is with 4 points, right? And South Korea is also with 4 points. And Portugal is with 6 points.
7.
6. They are with 6 points. Yes.
Yeah,
they are with 6 points. Now, what happened? Okay, let's talk football. What happened?
Well, Ralph, I want to greet our viewers, especially Dede, Owusu, and Jackie Boateng. Coast Cody's extended regards to her, so let me just say it. Ralph, what happened? I think this particular game was a spiritual and a physical battle, and I think we lost the whole thing in the spiritual field, because match be saying, I listened to Asamoah Gyan after the whole match, and he was saying that in a match like this, if you're a player playing for the team, you can't lose. Like, there's no way you have to.
So there are some matches you can lose, but
not this match.
This kind of match,
especially when you had the opportunity to
okay, I'm sorry. Today is how the show is going to be like. You'll be cutting in and be picking the calls. I think our first call is coming from Oregon in America. Fidel is on the line. Fidel, good evening. If you can hear me.
Good evening. Good evening to everyone.
Yeah, big ups.
Good evening to Powder Nation.
Powder Nation.
Nana Reagan. This is what happened when you put so much hope on the hopeless.
Is that when you put so much hope on the hopeless?
Jamo.
Yo, Fidelis.
Yeah, Jamo has a strong mind. It's okay. But the only thing I can say is this. I think the problem majorly is the technical coach.
Yeah, I agree.
Because those boys are young. They can make mistakes. They are there to guide them. Well, Dede Ayew, I think so. Dede Ayew.
Yeah, Dede Ayew.
Missed the penalty. But if you think deeply in your mind, he wants to score that penalty, because that will take the team and the whole nation to the next stage. But somehow he missed it because of pressure. We don't know the pressure that is on that field. Even Asamoah Gyan missed that same penalty. Till today, the guy lost it. Please, we should just look at, we can win sometime, we lose sometime. But the only thing there is that Ghana should be proud that they are in the World Cup. And also, even though they went out in the group stage, it doesn't matter. What matters now is, where are we building from? What is the next program for this team? Because this team, if you can keep them together, they might not win the next Nation Cup. They might win it, but they need to play together. They need to stay together. And all these things involve money. So they have to bring out money.
Yeah, exactly.
The GF have to bring out money for them to be able to keep these people together. Maybe every time they are not playing, they can organize, just like Nigerians. They organize friendlies for them in Europe. They don't need to come home.
Yeah.
Because most of our players are in Europe. They can organize, that is where the money comes in. They have to organize friendly matches for them so that they can live, stay together, understand each other more. Because there were a lot of things. Then there is one thing that the coach that pained me more. Baba Rama, or whatever they call the guys. The coach saw him that is where they were using, and he left him on the field. That is my problem. He knew that place was the problem. And also the technical group did not use Ayew very well. Ayew is a better player than what I saw. He was actually missing. Dede Ayew that missed the penalty. He even played more than Pate. If you look at it very well. He was all over the places.
Yeah, Pate was.
So Pate was not fully used. Pate is a rock. Defensive midfielders are not just any players. They are players that has mind. They have strength to play for 120 minutes. Without them, there's no defense. That is why they consider more goals.
Okay. Fidelis, your time is up. You've spoken for 4 minutes, and we want to appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I think great points. Most of the points Fidelis said are points that my people have shared it, especially Currency have said 1,000 times, but still, it wouldn't go down. Let me see if the next call is also part of what we are doing. If it's not part, I cut it quick. Hello, good evening. Hello? Hello, good evening. Okay, Nana, continue.
I think Fidelis have said a lot, and I agree with him to some extent, especially with some of the decisions of the coach in terms of first 11 players. Like, I don't understand something. Like, you play a certain defense, and then on your left flanks, you have some holes in there, which caused your defeat in the first opening match. And then in the crucial match against South Korea, you did a correction and it worked perfectly for you. So why do you come back again in your last crucial match that has to take
your decider
to the round of 16? Like, yes, you had even 2 options. Do you know South Korea had only 1 option, just one, just to beat Portugal. If they had even played draw, it would have been disaster for them. They had just 1 option. And then you just allowed.
So does it mean even if we had gotten a draw?
Yes, we would have.
Despite their win.
Yes. 2-2. We would have qualified ahead of them. Just a draw, we would have qualified ahead of them. You understand? So I don't understand why Otoado will risk, that second tactics that he played to just come and repeat the similar first 11 team again, and then it will cost us like this.
And I'm coming. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, boss.
Yes, good evening.
Please, I want to talk about the Ghana match.
All right. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Your last one calling from Sutu.
Oh, wow. Yeah, talk to us. You're on air.
It's so sad to see the nation in a doom at this very moment. Because looking at how the players came in, with the energy that they brought in, and then God being by our side, we have to get a penalty, and then Dede Ayew just turned the energy that the guys brought in, they're totally down. So me, as a football fan, this is a very bad season for us. And then we always talk about going to World Cup, and then we've seen our mistakes, we come back to correct it, and then we go back and then
commit the same errors.
So my question here is, Otuado is a very good coach. So why is he still keeping the Ayew and the Jordan Ayew in that match? Because looking at them, they were not even putting in any energy there. Looking at the second half, he changed them and then brought these 2 new guys in there, and then their play was different from the first half.
Yes,
so
I agree.
The coach is supposed to do something earlier on. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Yeah, last one. Thank you so much for your call. We hear Coach Otuado has resigned. We'll be talking about that as well. Whether it's a confirmation or not, we'll be talking about that. So many calls will be coming in, but we'll be picking them intermittently, so we can still have a show. I can see so many calls. No, continue. You continue.
Hey,
the next call coming later.
So, like I was saying, I did not understand why Otuado has to risk our chances by, starting Baba Rahman again. Because in the first match, he received the highest criticisms, and then you changed the player, and then you were being praised. As a coach, you are being praised. Even the player that you brought on was also being praised for his efforts in making us win against South Korea. But you come back again and then you repeat the same mistakes. That is what I don't understand.
He's a scout, not a coach.
Is it that? Yes, that is even good. I mean, he has scouted very good talent for us, so that is good on his part. But the thing is it that Gideon Mensah was injured that we didn't know? Like, what was really the problem? What was his reason for not starting Gideon Mensah? I wish I could get some from him. It baffles me. I don't really know why a coach would take such risks. I don't understand. In such a crucial game that your opponent's leading striker and captain of the team has come out to say that you have defensive lapses, and that is what they are going to take advantage of. So the first department that you need to take very good and critical care of is your defense. If you are playing 4-3-3 or 4-4-2, you need to make sure you're 4 at the back. Like, you need to make sure they are getting everything right. I mean, they will make mistakes, but it shouldn't be like what we saw in this particular.
Avoidable mistakes.
No, it shouldn't happen like that. It shouldn't happen like that at all.
Okay, let me try this one. I'll come back. Gideon is calling from Virginia. Gideon, good evening. If you can hear us, this is the live edition of Showbiz Daily.
I'm actually calling from heaven.
Oh yeah.
I know, I understand.
Oh yeah, pa. It's not here.
Baba Rahman, yeah. I hear he's fit, he's okay, and he's doing fine. Sorry, Clampty. He's also
very fit.
And now what's
You're supposed to know, sir. You're supposed to change that player and I said moving it from different position. No more moving from a corner. Because he's weak on that side. What you said? We did not leave the player in there for the whole entire game. I'm going to give you near and he left it at the bench. And he can come in with fresh legs. What you said? Why would you do that? What is it technically? What to me now? Take advice from your other coaches. That's what the way I call. The day name a friend saying, Jordan. I said, me name your money. Me name your money. That's a game. No, and I know said that they lost him after he lost the penalty. Brother, man, penalty is 50-50. But so the confidence ever penalty, you will score every time. Look at the way he about penalty, no.
Very feeble.
Look at the way about penalty, no.
It was very weak. It was very weak.
He stood there for a long time. Yes. And I'm saying, I said, what you know what you do? I said,
and kudos was also, listen, kudos did very well. But at the end, no kudos was great. Because he got many chances. I called him I take some shots, but he was too tired. Because the defenders don't go around 2 or 3 players around him. I mean, we didn't even take any. Oh, come on, man. Ghana, I swear, Charlie. This is my minimum Kasano. So I'll see you guys in heaven when you get there.
Thank you. You can wrap up your first submission. Yes.
Yeah, but
your first
I
submission.
think that I am trying not to be doing the individual blames and attacks here and there, but it hurts. You understand? You can't express yourself at this point and you won't mention a particular name. But I'm really trying to avoid such reactions. This shouldn't happen. I mean, this particular match, we have all the odds in our favor. All the odds. In fact, I told people, including Currency, that the South Korea game against Portugal, Portugal's best is a draw. So that match there was a done deal for Black Stars. Just play draw, Keche, draw. Don't concede a lot of goals. And then that will be all. And then he just such a weak penalty. And then at the end of the day, it's affecting me individual. Affecting me individual. Yes, someone should Dubai and the main uncle.
Okay. Chamo, come through. Your initial comment on this, on the match first.
It's sad, but I think we lost from the bench. Our decision to bring in somebody like Baba Rahman didn't help, and I think it's more like a business decision than to help Ghanaians win. I mean, I said it the other day that all that we needed is for them to win so that we will feel happy. That's all. We just want to be happy, and then they can take the money. Now, Sikanash, and we are also sad, and this is not cool. It's not fair to us as well. But me, I'll blame our technical team. I think they didn't help us.
Everybody is saying the same thing.
Yeah, the technical team didn't help us.
Was it intentional? Did they not want the win themselves?
They wanted it, but
because all the things we are saying doesn't show like they wanted it.
Oh,
it's like they did not need the win themselves.
No, you know him.
Because if you want the win, you commit like this. Everybody has seen. Like here, when you pass here, you fall. Yeah. Everybody knows that when you pass here, you fall. Yes. You want to cross to the next thing. Then you are passing there.
Then the person will tell you that when I get there, I will jump. But he couldn't jump. I think sometimes they try to take risk and then achieve both things that they want. Apart from the fact that Baba Rahman, they want him to play. I think him playing too will give him a better value for them to sell him. So if somebody has interest in him, obviously they will insist that let him play. And I think that's what happened.
But if he's fit enough, you guys will see.
Yeah, of course.
You should have seen that even with what he's doing, nobody even buy him. I'm sure they've not even devalued his market more.
Yes. So they took the risk and
well, everybody who watched the match, I'm not sure Fidelis knows Baba Rahman like that.
All the balls, all the crosses were coming from that side. So obviously there was something wrong there. If they were passing there and they were not going through, they would change their position. But it was easy for them to just go there and then cross the ball. I mean, and he will make a lot of blunders. He will get the ball and pass it to the opponent. He did it even not once, many times. And he was still in the game. In fact, he finished it or he played all the 90
minutes. Hold it there, let me pick this one. Hello, Rich. Bro, how are you doing?
Good,
Richie, so I hope so. Baby, how are you?
Oh, I don't be my member is too.
Okay.
Now where Sammy, Baba Rahman, Chelsea footballer, Yakako Tamnapa, we did in your first match. Yasan Swatam the game. Edina said your final game, crucial game, I hear points so bad. Near Sansu did not go to me. Sammy, like, come on. So I some Sadia we are not been out to Germany, no. We like sticking to that old way of playing. That is the same complaint that Germany players that you have to change your style. And I mean, my dear, for like, I just don't know. Meaning say, okay, Papa Rahman, I didn't know I get one now. Like, come on, you're not blue. I don't know Mata, me class, me teacher, Emma, me 2 hours, something for her on him now. Me papa ko kuta nse sport na ka ko tuse na pe ma no kura me ni kura ku ku se me ka tro me class o bia ni se ya she oh ko de ma me for ma no nsie ya no bi sun ke bi
yeah
all right Richie, that's it. Rich as a friend for US of A Chabo to aswe na de akusia.
Yeah, maybe I'll blame our technical team. I think they got something wrong. And when just stretch it, then it will come to our management team, the FA, whatever. I don't know how they were communicating and why this thing. I mean, and I want to ask Otoado, what happened that he dropped Baba Rahman for our second game and brought in Gideon Mensah, and then drop him again to bring Baba Rahman back? Like, what was the reason? I want to know, because Gideon Mensah did well with
everybody saw his presence in the game. His energy, like he was energetic.
Yes, and the errors was also not as we are seeing it. So what really happened? What is the magic coming from Baba Rahman that he has to play at all costs? Because the blunders coming from him were too much. A lot of them, not once, not twice, many times. So, wow. Maybe he will explain himself later, but I think we lost this game from the bench. Yeah.
All right, so like we have been announcing, today's show is with you guys, and then show no. And also Oshana Opese Ofra number was screen so bet me afraid now so watch and today's show is open, and we want to make it very interactive because the kind of party we wanted to have tonight, party nagu. In fact, feeling and way more and a person have a fun in unfortunately sana makoye. Now I'm asking a day now did he say a problem? Coach no you say we resign it, maybe say okay, you something like a prospect in this team. Now coach no kawaso mu an kakra crowd building. Since our resign, so what are some of the issues a bit me about? Derek Money, yes, your match no. Your overall look at it, yeah, share.
Well, Sammy, you share some Flex TV phone. They are enjoying and we're giving them good content, good and solid content. Well, Sammy, it's quite unfortunate to say Ghanaians, Yetimi, Alusu, and Ayew hesitating from the group stages, which is quite unfortunate. But overall, with the game, I think our coaching and technical team lost the game from the bench. Answer on Mobam. Yeah, because the selection of Babons in the crowd. I can't remember say Richie at the selection in the tomb. I asked Adentina Alexander Jiku in the team, which he plays a major role during our qualification and even our friendly matches. Jiku is a key, is a pillar at the back. So what happened? And I will change the strategy. Again, last time I heard the politics in football. I think it's also playing a major role. As Lawusu Miami boss, also be trusting card. We know because we Dubai, Sunday or Beba Ghana, we trusting card in Dubai or Beba Ghana. That's just by the way. Miami madam, I wonder buy best of years.
But I think
but the thing is, oh, Chamon, I make my over Okasambem. So let's address issues here. But I mean, it's quite unfortunate. But looking at the whole team, no, no. Last time, Ghana, you're a very young team. If you nurture them very well, you have a bright future. But look at the people around them. That's why I'm trying to talk about the politics in football. Everybody is mentioning Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman has an agent. Who is that agent? We understand. Say our GFA president, Keche player, and Baba Rahman. So they opt to play.
Is Okerku, the GFA president, still running a football agency?
Rasami, he might not be running a football agency, but he might have influence because the player need a player.
The reason why I'm saying is that you are making it direct at the moment, or not the agent. And if really and truly he's still run an agency, then there's conflict of interest.
There's conflict of interest.
In such offices, before they even give you the position, all such conflicts are cleared.
Last time, the same thing happened to a friend in Kwesi Nantechi. He was the owner of Wa All Stars. And was still not a GFA president. That was a conflict of interest, but still he was running the game. Owning a club in Ghana. Now was a GFA president. That's a serious conflict of interest. I have evidence.
But according to him, he resigned and give it to somebody to run.
It's a Mama me kasa be it's a Baba Sade resign from 3FM 3 TV dia man ere my kasa be that is a reality on the ground that's me kasa bi maka let's move forward anya na ere yo yate e boy e betere kankan nyina we are all here we are on e my better
anya na ere and also a Muslim ladies
yes yo yate and me basa me nyi wati ye o and me maji wati ye ba me se bon a e betere kankan ko bi e bon a e betere kankan
Kwaso.
Brasa me yeah correct yanko anim nti yen the whole technical team no technical team na omo manage the football no brasa mo hwe a they are sort of substitution even a car 1 minute I be pon na fe na otoado e the 2 substitutions ebam 1 minute you put another extra time not the minute na dey pon extra time
and the player also belongs to
no he was trying to avoid or stop
that no can abwa ye mo boss uni bobo wo kasa uni bobo team ori no am use strategy obwa uni bobo uni bom jai as a coach yenye sa
is there explain
oh yeah as a coach yenye sa coach ori no a time no eswa no use that strategy say ye be pon a na me substitute say near me delay but enye coach a will lose and aka 1 minute extra time 1 minute and I will change players as a coach what do you want to tell the people watching the game? So brother me technically we lost, mentally we lost, psychologically we lost, physically we've lost. That's why we are sitting here. And moving forward now, I think say your team, you know, I was say Otuado so I resign. Yeah, that's the best way. I always say Otuado is not a coach, he's a scout. And as a scout, you know, we gave him the opportunity, maybe or possibly he could have excelled. Naka a money portfolio mu big ni afan as a coach. By now, when Timmy and yes, Eugene, I should go back to Dortmund where he was as a scout. No one to us Eugene. So in resignation, and that is the best way I avoid so much complaints, so many talks about him. Uncle. Fine, Ghana lose. I think say the way to move forward. They say we are building a team. I don't know so by and you started using these young players, and we are building a team. Building a team, you know, it doesn't take one person, one mentality to build a team. It takes a whole set of people. Into Oma Bay, to me, you know, come here 1 year project. Neka yen fa technical team ni na tonte. Na yen scout people for but the team we need to maintain them. We've already seen say they are players. They have the mentality, they have the attitude to play. These are players that you keep you on for a very long run. We can get a huge or accurate team for the Blasters. But the technical team, they need to be sacked. The whole from A to Z.
Okay. Let me read some of your messages. And today's show is highly interactive. So you can also call for us to hear your voice on the issues on board for discussion. You can call the number on the screen, that is 024-351-4732. Now, some of your messages here. Masonic Audiobook Library says you guys should be serious. We are watching with our family. Kuami Asari says penalty in Pet Dede. There's a wordplay. That's a penalty in Pet Dede. Samsung Pet Dede. Fidelis Osara says Nana Regant as well. Hello guys, I know it is painful, but this is not what kind of beating. Powder Nation boss, you've lost your voice. Rita Sewa says good evening everyone. Says today dear I cried oh Ghana. And Masonic Audio Book Library says Otuado just resigned and the story is on Ghana Web. Rita Sewa says Brad Fidelis is right. The pressure was too much on the day. You could clearly see he was sweating. It is sad. Who forced him? Tilio says, do our players have psychologists? And I support that the GFA should stop playing politics with this particular team. I tell you, Babaraman is a problem, and Pate didn't play good at all. Tilly continues that they are your brothers. They are breaking hearts now. Them for keep giving us. Tilly says, I think Otu is being influenced to let Babaraman play. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense at all. Augustino is bringing us greetings from Finland. Tilly says, I never chopped since morning and it's 2:55 p.m. Sorry, Tilly. Rita says, Tilly, please try and get something to eat. It is painful. but we need to move on. Tilly also says it's very disappointing. Nana Reagan, the way I catch breaking heart today, be like Dubai and Unyako. Tilly, Tilly says, Rita, I know the hound self. She said, Manumato. And Tilly says, now the day has come and carried us some just troubles. Rita says, Asemo. Rasjo says, good evening, Team Flex. I'm late, but nothing spoiled. Bless you all. Legion says, Ghanaians, stop crying. The video is still in Qatar to console you guys. He'll be performing live on stage, final day. Even CK Love One Tintin is also here to perform. Augustino says, Sado, oh Ghana. What is paining me is that you guys scored us but didn't qualify for the next stage. The score should have been ours. Eva Diva says, good evening everyone, I'm truly disappointed. No be joke. Tilly also says, the annoying part with Otoado is letting Baba play full 98 minutes. Like nothing prompted him at any point to change him. Tilly also, I take comfort in knowing that Uruguay too is going home. That's the only consolation at the end. Now, Kazim Dede says, losing a World Cup match is not the end of life. One love, and solidarity from Niger. Thank you, Kazim. Tilly says, yeah, we have a good team. JFA should stop playing politics with it. But George Amwako says, Ghana broke my heart. Now, Kazim Dede says, in Team Dodu Solomon, AK is full of wisdom. Brother Sammy asked the guy with colored beard to speak in English like others because Sammy Flex TV is an international platform. One love Niger. Rich Name says, go back and watch the penalty. After Dede kicked the ball and the keeper pointed out, Dede was just standing confused to chase the ball or not. What a player. John Owusu says, you select Barbara, man. George Amwako says, Black Stars should stop playing politics with our national team. And thank you for that one. Now, let's come back to one crucial thing. And once again, another Reagan can start this. The penalty was Dede the qualified person to have taken it. Because I know that when an opportunity comes at every point in time, we look around to see who is fit to take that opportunity. It's like we being here. When opportunity came for us to travel to Dubai, it is not just anybody who went first. Someone went, opportunity came, the rest followed with hope that others will also follow again. When the penalty dropped, as a team, technical people, like, were they all supposed to have decided on the day Ayew?
Not at all. I mean, yes, the day in the Blaster team is the first penalty taker. So, any match, you have to look at his options first. But that is where our opponents will always beat us with the psychic game that I've been talking about. Especially when you have a player in the team whose morale is very high, his spirit is very high in every game that he plays. His name is everywhere. You have, painters or artists painting his images in the city and all of that. All these things are motivations, and he has that higher morale.
The song is in his name is in the song exactly, that is banging everywhere.
He has that higher morale than or higher spirit than most of the players on the field. And what the morale got it wrong, and it hurts me a bit, is the fact that when he took the ball, he should have realized and considered that Kudus at this point is part of the World Cup top scorers, and he is competing because the most scorer in this
3 goals
tournament is just 3 goals, and Kudus has 2 goals and 1 assist. So if you even give him that opportunity, it will boost his morale. I remember the last time Argentina or Barcelona had a penalty and Messi gave it to his teammate to play, and then they asked him why did he do that. He said he wanted to boost his spirit up, like boost his morale and encourage him to score more, because at that point I think he was also competing for leading Suarez. Yes, exactly.
He gave a pass.
It was between Suarez, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo. And then there was a penalty, and Messi was supposed to take that penalty and go ahead of both Suarez and Ronaldo, and then he gave it to Suarez to play. And then Suarez scored. And Suarez scored that particular goal, And when he was, I said he just wanted to boost his morale so that he can also be able to score more goals and all of that, so that the team can win. So at this point, I think that yes, I understand that the day on a normal day also wants to score and then help the team beat Uruguay to the round of 16. But certain factors, the psycho factors, the emotional factors, like everything, all these things comes into play. That is why you have a certain Suarez that he's on the field of play. He's not just running and kicking ball. He has a lot of antics he plays,
tormenting you,
including the referees. He has a way of playing games with your mind. He's everywhere. He is scoring. He is passing. He's creating big chances. And if the least opportunity, he will use his antics or drama to get a win for his side. And that is what our players, especially the day when we had the penalty, failed to realize or failed to consider. And that is a heavy blow on our part. And I wish that going forward, the team should have a psyche, a psychologist.
No, but the team has. Every team has a psychologist.
Maybe they are just the psychology is just playing a particular role when it comes to, let's say, Ghanaians insulting the players, how to psych them for them to be able to train and all of that. But there should be a psychologist, like somebody who can, before games like the crucial games, like somebody who can psych the boys up and boost their morale up and on aside their talent and then the training that they've had, they can just go in with a different spirit. And from the beginning of this particular match, I realized that then the way we were very confident in holding the ball, distributing our passes against Uruguay. I think the first 10-15 minutes, we were so confident in the game. And then, luckily for us, the penalty came alongside, I think in the 18th minute or so. Just convert it, score. Or shot trying to hit it back and Kenya. Or put a foul baby can Kenya. I said, you play such a weak penalty for the keeper to save it in the post. Very soft. As the Abokona, Obi ahead there, rebound, be a only good position. I'll not attach it. It's so sad. I think we need to sack our boys. Say, it looks such crucial matches. They should go and watch the South Korea game against Portugal. How the boys were playing. They should look at they should watch our match again. South Korea against Ghana Blaster. They should play that video and watch the spirit of the South Koreans. The way they were playing, their hearts out. The crosses are coming from left, right. Well, this will grab a blue. So me, I think when it comes to the penalty day, the day disappointed me. I think as a leader, sometimes these are some of the petty leadership skills. Leadership or you lead them pass. And the highest players are doing it. The likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and the Messi and all, they are all doing stuff like this. Now say any animal Messi ball we almost say I'm choosing as best player of the match. I'm not saying that be man the player or share go Martin.
Really?
Yes. This World Cup. I think their second match also. I don't know if it's their second or third match. I'll say there'll be
third match you'll winning.
Third match you'll winning.
Or say penalty. No, but we need 2-0. Man of the match.
Man of the match. The man. No, say that be player not share. You understand? So some of these acts when you do it, a boosting teammates and spirit up, and that is what you need on the field of play. You need everybody who here will be a psychological the spirit in the everybody's spirit should be there. So you see all departments with high force, they are playing with some force, but we lost that thing, sense of agency. Now you're losing everything in this particular match. And like I said, it was a spiritual match. And to win our chance and say no one take it. Not done.
I remember you said this.
Yes.
As we've lost the penalty.
Oh, I said it before there are two games came. Yeah. I said chance we are young to me and convert. It was our chance. And to me shares our ball now.
Yeah, winning game.
This game was just first half game.
Like we are going to even score more.
Yes. Because I remember all out. Remember, especially when they hear the results in the other game.
Yeah.
I'm sure their coach will be communicating to some of the players. So I remember all out, and you have very talented players like and dangerous players like Kudus and you kind of say even in Naki at the top. If Sanke get to be converted first goal and come on normal bar out and you ball counter break and Kalbe boys would have been converting the chances, but Charlie, he just lost it and then one will be our spirit ever from. And you may have been to me crying the day.
Chemo, still on the penalty and the decision of the whole team, including the technical bench, to rely on Dede to go try his luck.
Okay, so for every team, I think they have somebody who will take a penalty when it comes. In fact, they decided outside before coming to the field of play. Yes, so they will decide that okay, when we have a kick, like free kick or penalty, this is the first person to go for it. But anything can happen. The person can say, oh, for this one I won't do it, let somebody else. Then they will fall on whoever is ready to take it at that time. So I think they just followed what they had already. Like when there's penalty, the first person to take, I will assume that is Dede Ayew. So he went in for the ball, but he could have said, no, this one, let me give it to Kudus or somebody else. And based on what Kudus has done in this tournament, from the first game to this last game, I think he had I can see that he will have a better chance to score than even Dede. Because good penalty takers are good dribblers. Because taking a penalty is like and even taking a penalty is like dribbling the keeper. Yes, try to position him one side and then So if you are a good dribbler, you will be a good penalty taker. And we have special people who have trained for it. And in this case, I think Kudus was in a better position to do this. But Dede just followed what they have decided, as in he should take it first. And I think it didn't work out. That's why we had that. And
okay, Timo, I'll come back to you. Let me go to Italy, a call from Italy, and I'll come back to you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Sammy Flex.
Yeah. Now, me have the more video about come, but I'm sorry. Another year be at to be at me chanadi.
For the next 4 years, which I how many years we have to
Uruguay.
Only Cavani.
At the same Cavani. Even the Ayew got the club shoe.
The same qualification I would take, which I did. The game was too big, over celebrate, more than share. If can I have that, then we want to go to the other, and for I have the parish, like that. So, they can't afford any of them. They have come and actually about you. They are never going to say, okay.
All right, here's your Darcy. Let me go to Nigeria. There is a call from Nigeria. Hello, good evening.
Good
Your name is? Kelvin. All right, Kelvin. So you're also online. Let's listen to you, Kelvin.
Thank you for the opportunity. I want to congratulate Ghana to okay, what the Ghana but still, Ghana now has you must be happy about that.
Okay.
Problem we have in Africa, how can we maintain these people? We should go and prepare for the network of Comba. You don't care about it with nobody to come out today. But you see, I congratulate them.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. It went off. All right. So, like I said, today is a very interactive show. We want to hear your voices and what you also have to say. And thanks to those who have called already. We appreciate your time. Chamo, you were still talking about the penalty thing.
Yeah. So, as I said, I think Dede at this time made a mistake to still take it. Because obviously you could see the pressure on him.
Charlie,
his demeanor,
like everything was off.
Yes. I don't know why.
And that's what I'm saying, that if the players are not seen, the technical handlers also knows, because I've watched matches that sometimes the players won't take a decision, but order will come from bench that no, you people should do it this way.
Yes. The way his demeanor before even taking the ball, placing the ball, you could see that no, there's something wrong. I mean, the pressure on him was too much. And then even after taking the penalty, he was just going to jubilate. He just kicked the ball and then turned the other way instead of following the ball. Maybe if it doesn't go in, then you try to tap it in, because it was within the regulation time. It's not like after the punch, that's the end of it. I mean, he can hit the pole, come back, and then you score later and all that. But his decision was in other areas. I don't know why, but he missed it, and it changed everything. I mean, scoring would have been a different thing altogether. Yeah, some people will say spiritual, but for me, I think yes, psychologically, when something like this happens, it affects the players. Some of them, it will take time for them to recover, to come back from that thing. The whole thing scenario, it will be playing in their head. Even on the field of play, they will be thinking about it. That kind of thing. It will take some time for them to recover. And unfortunately for us, they couldn't recover from that thing. And then we lost the game the way it happened. And it's sad, but that's it.
Okay, Derek Money, let's speak on the penalty. Then I'll ask, Mr. Sari, who called from Italy. He thinks that we need to maintain the team, and that is going to be our next discussion. You see, our coach never want me to maintain the team, and another opportunity for GNFA to play their games again and bring in who is next. Are we going to be able to maintain the team? Derek, you have penalty anyway.
And penalty, I think it's quite unfortunate that the day Ayew go for boss anymore too, because he wants to play the penalty. Born it all. Watch a ball. Maybe I'm a ball now. And I was wondering, I'm a ball. I'm like, oh really? No, give everybody a chance for a space.
I'm but here, near ball. I think one trying to be sorry. We can't know. This ball should be a Kudus ball.
Let's send him to him. So Kudus better project as a captain. Brasame, my bobo. And then Gusubo, open me a Tommy. The thing is, in every team, the coach decides this particular player and a penalty taker. Uniwa assist me in every team. And I think that plays a major role in the matter of the ball. For me, I think.
And it's not necessarily the captain. Say captain also.
No, not at all. It's not necessarily. It can be a defender.
It's not necessarily a captain. So say the winner, we are sure saying every team that the coach, the team decides.
Yeah.
I see our team so indisciplined to the extent that we beat in a seniority
and
a ball. And especially in our team, the players, because they have money more than the technical handlers, they don't really respect them. Eh, the assassin na we too sure so no idea man no quick. Every great disabi. But obi in seniority. O penalty abedao. Me na be senior player in the team. Obi ammo.
And I think greediness also sets in with the Ayew.
Greed.
Yeah, because one thing is I understand Samuel was 6 goals in the World Cup. They do 4. And with Timothy Yoko 5. He qualified for the next advance for the next stage. He could score 6. No. So the penalty, generally, it wasn't this penalty. Because everybody watching the ball knows this penalty. The person, the day you is a player, foul no, 18 like more. He will stand up and pick the ball and play it himself.
Yeah.
He has been fun doing that. So while I say a foul kudus, then you go and pick the ball to play. If in this ball cry, no, say the day you be a come Timmy Jama Jordan, because Jordan is another penalty taker.
Yes, I'm not crying.
Oh, yeah, very good with penalty taker.
Yeah.
So why you? But I mean, it's a whole lot of things happening. That's what I'm saying. Say, the Blasters.
Jordan is good with kicks.
Kicks, very good with penalty kicks, very good and free kicks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes. But I mean, I say when the players come, we need to sit them down. There's something going on within the camp that we need to take a critical look at. If not, we have same issues. If you maintain the team with the same technical bench now, we experience the same thing. How we are moving forward? There's something going on within or inside the team, the camp, we don't know anything about it. Because I think they use a superiority to pick the ball, to play the penalty. Meanwhile, the penalty was not his. That is the reason why the spirit of the guys went down automatically. Even the day himself, his spirit went down. Because at the end of the day, he wanted to defend that penalty now. So he was all over. Running helter-skelter. And many brained him. It's the second half, but so that's the penalty, to be honest with you, this penalty wasn't this penalty, but it was someone else's penalty. Now if it's and we are all seeing blood, and the day is also seeing blood, and I think, he's bleeding, and I think it has announced his retirement from the Blasters. Automatically. Let's face reality. I am in petrol. Michiatro. Mimi what to see around here, me.
Somebody has announced his retirement.
Exactly. Oh.
No, they die you.
I'm telling you honestly.
No, I've come back.
That's a me Michiatro. Them two years here. No Ukrainian, no Ukrainian. No Ukrainian cannot call baby. And then you can't be sure of the this year as a cemetery.
But the day you want to address early retirement.
Early retirement. And so retire. I'm out for retire 28 years.
I've come back.
Almost come be a.
Modric is still playing. Modric crying announcing.
Modric didn't cause the same say. Let's talk reality. Modric didn't cause the same say. Yeah, kasa mumi en karo kre. Ghana for chino kre. And unti na nima say yisi.
True to power.
Ya kano kre na ome hu ne so mo ye. Ya no kre na ye nkaninti na mo bia so ya no ye bibia sakeke. That's what you are experiencing. At a point that we need to speak the truth. The captain is in Ankasani. From here, retire.
Are you part of the technical team?
We are Ghanaians. We own the team. We are Ghanaians. We own the team. It's not the technical team who owns the team. We are Ghanaians.
Yeah, very
30 million Ghanaians. We own the Blasters. It's not the Ayew. It's not the technical team. We own the team. What we say is what they are going to listen. What I said. That's I mean. They won't do a mobile, they will come, we meet them. But I mean, with all due respect, this is a time where we need to sit down as a captain, as a leader. You have to know certain roles you need to play. When you can mercy, do baby, see way more. As a leader, you need to share responsibilities if you want your team to progress. I'm very sure if the day are you, Kabo will pay down or solid or could say Kudus as a Jokoba. What of respect. I tell you, when you be a mama yenye, and you say a castle, no creno waka. Can respect the power, but more is aware for the mouth.
Confidence are premise.
Captain.
These are certain things we need to do. These are certain things you need to do, but we are not doing. And Wakwakofa, you want to put everything on himself, and then he's trending. ABM said, "If Papa catch and say, born I born wake up needy into do baby now trend here." Like a Ghana cried, they don't be a bobo, Saudi Arabia, they're captain. There are so many questions we need to ask. We are not asking.
Captain, sometimes your seniority.
Bob Papa Ben or Boss Saudi Arabia. And how competitive is their league? I am moving facing reality. It's better than Ghana. Enter the Ghana need any local players so the captain no. We have so many players playing the EPL, the Bundesliga, the La Liga, and then the Serie A. Omo are very good. They are playing very good football. Obi Obo Sadia Riben or captain. We need to look at distance. No crime on Mamma Mia. We are playing competitive football. And then when you are calling players to play for your team, you need to get competitive players who are playing football. Not somebody who's on the bench. And until now, your first one, or say Germany, same thing is going on. There are so many players that they are not getting consistent play, but Oma Flem and they are playing the German national team. Oh yes, you are not being real to football. Obekofie. South Korea, we in a local league. Japan, we in a local league. And so still one no more sign on match Portugal. Arsenal, your group you not qualify. Look at this. It's about time we need to realize say football has become a global village. We should be focused. Now you use our mind. Ya gain na yemredodo. Aden ye yesa. You best say football no. But moving forward no. Team you say maintain no. Technical for no me na encourage. Coach oba dey any problem.
Besa dey another politics.
Brasa me the be another politics. And on na ama yentimi empoti a local coach ema ntimi coach ye no always a kofabro fune so ba na influence hadwen ye use politics in football high. This is a big factor in our football. We have players who can play the football very well, but they are sitting on the bench. Even some of them we don't call them. Salisu, we beg him to come and play or so more because of those things. And so and I can tell you say at the back of our defense no Salisu never ball no.
That guy was tough.
Yes, from Southampton. On no ball no. You panic not so more that. Because Edu baby near see o make you answer no I don't see me into ya because I know how to play. That is the politics playing on a football game. And so when the back of our defense is like John Mensah over there. The Rock of Gibraltar. Even your 3 matches now he's playing consistently. The first defense that to score a goal for Ghana in a World Cup. And so do baby near so on trace cancer bonus ball
to play.
Minimum it means you are and now you are begging him to play. It's possible if you leave politics from football, Ghana can progress.
Thank you, Derek Money. Let me read some messages. It is not everybody who can call, so let me read some messages. Okay. Rich Lip says, go back and watch the penalty after they kicked the ball and the keeper pointed it out. They was just standing confused. Okay, I think I read this. John Ozu says, useless Barbara man. George Amaku said, Black Stars should stop playing. Okay, I think I read this as well. Pascal Chidedu says, Ghana should have allowed Nigeria go to the World Cup or we would have done better. Kwame says, Williams, and then watch me now. Now, if Adiba says, trust me, a ball. Even with a good referee, as if we even gave him some cities. Fidelis Osara says, nobody should be happy that Uruguay didn't qualify for the next round. Instead, we should be positive for the future. Tilly Osu, I think Inaki needs time to adjust to so that two others should have substituted him after playing some time in all the matches. Fidelis Osara says, looking at it, Suarez single-handedly sink Ghanaian chance of progressing to the next round. Tilly also says, South Korea really deserves to qualify. They really played with their souls for real. Fidelis Osara, let Ghana go back to the drawing board and restructure so as to avoid same mistakes in the future. Tilly says, at least Asamoah played his penalty above the bar. Dede just played into the keeper's hands. Rich Lip says, okay, let me go to Netherlands. A call from Netherlands before I continue with it. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Big man, you're from your friend. Ayew, Bibi Aboko.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, we go. So you're right now, Kakra, but still, you're better say Eugene. Okay, yes, you Ayew. So how do you tell you? Koso kasa. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Audi. Thank you, Audi. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Audu also called from Netherlands. Let me see who is here. Tilly says at least. Okay, Asamoah played his penalty ababa. Now, Rich Lips and Fidelis is the drawing board in Ghana is already full of senseless politics and hungry players who are not ready to sacrifice anything for Mother Ghana. Pate didn't play anything, useless player. World Star says, sorry, Eva Diva said, Tilly, exactly, that's the passion Ghana needed at a point. You could clearly see that they had accepted defeat. Too bad. Rich Lips says, Dede is simply jealous because all the talks is about Kudus whilst he's in the team. Ageism and too much respect is killing Africa. It should have been Kudus penalty, period. Now, Tilly also says, Ayew will selfishly play AFCON. Let's see. Tilly comes again and says, hey, money vex rough. Lewis Copner says, their spirit went up because they are all amateur players. Because look at Messi's penalty miss and how his teammates cheered him up and played the game to win 2-0 over Poland. Akwesi Asawa says, stop bashing Baba. He wasn't the best, but he's not the lower division captain of our team. Legion says this loss really touched Ghanaians to their bone marrow. World Cup now we now mate. Benji says I'm not surprised. All the best to Ghana. Tilio says today dear Songo will medal Otuado and his technical insults. Now Kana Melo Naga says GH too much complaints. Germany self go home before think about the economy. Now Tilio says so Cameroon too is going home too. Cameroon there, it was obvious they'll go. Let me ask this last question and maybe I'm sure we can wrap up for today. Everybody is saying we should maintain our team. Our coach has resigned. How are we going to maintain this team? America, yes, I'm switching free way now. The young pons are
okay. Me Otuado resignation, you know, and new news, it is not a surprise to me. Because right from their appointments after the qualification, I appointed Chris
Houghton.
Yeah, Chris Houghton. I said onion assistant. I think that time I knew, you know, the politics and the agenda that they were, or the outcome of such decision. Definitely. Otuado was just to take us to the World Cup, and then knowing very well that this is one of the, I think, only weakest team I have presented for World Cup so far. Yeah. And they were even, I am sure they did not even expect this much from the team, and they knew that the team will probably not qualify for the next round. So they just allowed Otuado to take us to the World Cup. And then when they return, you know, Chris will just take. I won't be surprised if Chris takes over as head coach, because as at now as we speak, he has not resigned. He is still the assistant coach of the Black Stars. And you now, you know, I'm not going to be big now. Also, I resign. But I mean, I still see that, you know, politics being there just to clear him, get him off, and then put the man in front and then.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Your friend Derek Money.
Pardon Nation President.
Lack of leadership.
Whereas, one is in one big key player.
Yeah.
More count now or check. There's a person who comes to be work out like a woman. And I got as a player police. The person, we person who didn't play a cop, but I don't see. I like to say, Kelso Crocuna manageable.
Yeah.
So, any person will say, which made you play
I
feel. Well, still now, obey it. Because the fish crowd to me, the common also call Nankababa money. Yes. A jack or buy. Also, any player, they don't see any. Any player to Jeffrey in your day. Ghana Blasters now for your politics. The father shares around to
but your frost and our free.
Because I pretty cool. You tell me, Mark 20.
Mark 20. All right, Mark 20. Thanks so much for your call and thanks for watching us all the time. Okay. All right. But I wonder what line is yes. Yeah, come about him, yeah.
To add resignation and let me just put that down. Brasa me now ubusa question they say yeah yeah,
hello, good evening.
Good evening. Brasa me.
Yes, sir, boss.
Good evening. Brasa me Louis come.
Hey, Louis, maybe I walk all day. Okay, himself or Netherlands, right?
No, Italy.
Oh, Italy, sorry, okay. Louis.
Ghana Franca in general, where the Muslim Waka, anytime beer, what is quite about piano, where painful money players with one system. See, the piano, and painful one place, and they be opera with you, the wooden wobble. Opera wobble. No put on yard pass, still opera wobble. Imagine a second match. Mensa, Boro boy, behind the Mensa, good ahead of
Barbara.
This match in win. Then you win, you jump and pay, you win it. They be a gun and play a calculation. Mr. Ghana, tell national team, blasters no one. When you wire math teachers, they be a don't calculate. We become what you become, board mass, and they be a on your face. I have coach not one resign, but I don't pay for when you meet not the right people. They be and what for select one call. Now I'm coming there. They be a calculation. It's too few for big only if you had any for you cash and for you, but on yet on fat.
Louis, yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Louis. So also do. Yes, Nana Twaswe still on the coach end.
Yeah, right.
The fact that
still.
I support Cameroon. I share one, but still no more qualified.
Unqualified.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, share Serbia. Anka Serbia to me board.
Okay, Nana, me
yeah, every man wins.
I know.
Yeah. Right. I support anybody that will make argument. Be I say, yeah, maintain a team. Because I think the football nations around us and I say in the world they have 5 to 10 years projects here on currently the German team. They started a project at Bayern Munich and that is the agenda. And it's obviously on the players on the buy they played about 80%, 87%.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Sammy. How are you?
Big man, I'm doing very fine, and you?
Yeah, I'm watching you with your team on YouTube. As I support now.
Oh, nice one. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Felix, my name.
Okay.
Calling from Nungwa American University.
Okay, nice one. Felix, we are listening to you now.
Okay, so far I enjoyed the Ghanaian game. They are playing football, they were good football. But it seems that the pressure they had, their former game, the South Korea and Portugal. I'm not using the same energy today. I was very, very disappointed. I don't know. It seems that the coach makes some technical change that is not really fair for Ghana today. But
that's true.
Well, the good so far, I see like Ghana football. Ghana are well played. They are better. But maybe It's a game of football. Maybe next time we'll do better than this.
Thank you so much, Felix. The name is Felix?
Yes, Felix.
Felix, thank you so much, Felix. Thank you so much for your call. All right, thanks for watching us as well. And I'll continue.
Yeah,
so Portugal, it didn't happen.
No, it happened. Portugal is qualified.
Okay.
So I am saying that if you look at the top teams around us, they've all started the projects that they are working on. Germany, Brazil, Spain, and all those teams. So we should also make it like a point to do a project with this call-ups and not just as a talk about AFCON and then as a say 6, 7, 8 new players from elsewhere. And as a let's find ways and means to make these boys are not really playing, but if they Omunya coach be or very technical and very, very tactical Caribbean, I think these boys would deliver in every tournament. And in the maintain board players watcher and Omunya flair be Omunya communication be on the field, Omunya some spirit be edible, but a question be what tobacco if you and Adam Baba. To me affecting them. So I was Uruguay to me on the buy. I think the new players are very small.
Okay.
Very, very small. Look at Belgium's team on the buy. Look at France, Netherlands, money are there. Like a team you keep it for some time. And I hear we almost 2 minutes, so we are giving us maybe 5-10 years. You perceive a winning World Cup. 5-10 years, you perceive winning Euros. That is how it should work. Until Blasters need GF, you know. The Omofan show Mutim say maybe we are giving ourselves 3 to 5 years. We should be able to lift the AFCON. No more working towards it with these same boys. They should train. No more jelly. Because if they don't gel, there's no way we can build a team. Right now, I can say we have individual players, but tactically the team is not there.
Okay. I'm in call America Bacombra. Hello, good evening.
Hey, Brad, Sammy.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss.
And coach, I don't know resign. You have a boy, you go to resign. Only to party offensive or resign with Geniana.
Really, not to was here.
Guilty conscience is a funky of big time. And your coach, Jimmy, you can't say Jimmy. Ghana, that's my friend. My friend, I show me wrong.
Now, go, bro. Obviously, I will be able to. Obia is slowing me. And you may say, you're jockey up, and you may find and you're much to be far
all night.
And that's your Friday.
You can't say Bob was already arranged.
Father, they say, I remember father, I'm always through. But yeah, go. And the program now in a spirit in you, but I'll say you do it today. And Onwa.
Here comes the and go.
Play time.
It's a person you wouldn't get.
So I'm going to wear you. Maybe you're the
David, I could spend a bit every team. I'm now, yes, I'm baby. Yes, oh, no, that's a map bench, your ma. When the local player back could be quite bad, because come on, 15 minutes played. Oh, you're not Williams. I can't every day. Your mama boy 15 minutes. I'm on work, Keche. 15 minutes. Because extra time they buy. I'm not the room. Extra time, but I'm not the room. Oh.
Ali do say Bobo Ali do say
Father. becoming a bad influence. I said, still in keeping the team and coach resignation. Yeah, can I say?
Yeah, keeping the team there is a good idea. I mean, you have to have.
Who is going to keep the team? Who?
The new coach that will come. The blaster players will be his first choice. They shouldn't keep everybody there. I mean, by keeping the core team there, it's supposed to be the foundation for whatever you are coming to build. And you keep the core players, the players that you think they have qualified, they have justified their inclusion. You keep them, and then you bring new ones to build the team. And into keeping the team, that's the best thing that you can do. But I say, how do you keep them? You sack them. And I think a lot of them should go. Just that we will get at least 6 or 7 players.
Sorry, Obia sending message B. I say I watched the football match while working. I'm sure say I don't know what Libya. While working, say I use my phone and say phone. I say I watched the football match while working. Now I've been given a resignation letter.
Oh, ha! Hey, losing your work because of blasters.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah, so it happens sometimes, but that's life for you.
And so Obiso could seek permission. So that's seeking
permission for 2 hours.
And my God, so just be a patriotic person, go to your own country, or buy on also the badness.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. So I think the core about you can keep maybe 7 or 10 of them. And then the rest you go and we will bring a new one. The coach, whoever is coming, will also go out there and get some new players or might justify or to be in. But for us to get a strong team, I think we have to think about our local league and our local players as well. We should be improving. I mean, World Cup or even our national team, you should have at least 5 local players in there. Who are in fact regular players, the players who play not just to sit at the bench. At the time, Ghana was strong team. We had something like that, and even the foreign players coming in respect them because they were also doing their things here, and you can't say that they are not good enough. But this time around, it's so hard to get somebody like that from our local league. So I think we should also be looking at how to improve our local league, pay the players well, so that they won't take money to go and play in Belgium, Georgia, Kyrgyzstan, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and even Qatar. And it will help us because Ayew offer biaba na Qatar na obenya better pay than being in Ghana. They go because they need to survive as well. And then I think we should be working on our local league. If it is better, we will get the foundation here, and then we will bring the foreign guys in for us to get a better team.
Derek Money, we are closing. Come through and keeping the team now. You're coaching, so resigning now. About the same year.
I think say your coach is not the first coach to resign or tournament.
Well,
we have some countries.
But I'll be sending message. Mammy reading some message. I'll say it is impossible to keep the team. Most of these players will not even respond positively to call-ups now that the World Cup is over. We should use local players. That's what someone is also saying.
It's just an assumption. I mean, you should expect that, of course, some of the boys will be emotional and might not respond positively to call-ups, but entirely, no, I don't think anybody have come out.
It's also a blessing to them. They pay them well, and it's a chance to also show what you can do for us, for you to get even a better team.
Of course.
So there are some people who are even willing to pay and get him, just that they still couldn't get him because of politics and other stuff. And yes, some players may decide not to come, but even Africa Cup of Nations, they come just to exhibit their talent to get a better team. And we won't lack. We may get 1 or 2 people who may not be interested, but a lot of Ghanaians, even abroad and in Ghana here, will be ready and willing to pay to play for the Black Stars.
Okay, Derek, because now I'm reading message.
As I was saying, he's not the first coach to resign from the position as a coach for a country like Ghana. And then we have other coaches who might resign in countries in the World Cup or Lucy, you know. But the thing is keeping the team. But I mean, keeping the team, every team beyond, and I say football beyond. Whilst we are moving forward, we have players I emerge. Ba, emerge ba. Na unya almost a sensation. You have to call them the team. Obiti say Kudus is a sensation. So the team. The friend is saying Salisu is a sensation. And to keeping them, we can keep them. Technical fund, as I was saying, technical bench in the young Cleomunina. You should bring in a new technical bench. No more Eugene. But with the team, no. You keep them, the 26 man squad. Yama didn't got to Jordan call home. Baba Roman call home. Baba Roman crapody, he's like Wabona, baby, when I Saturday, we see a man to man, and more doing us, and that's the level.
I mean, hello, good evening. Hello, yes, sir, good evening.
Yeah, what's in Casa?
Aha, Meton Kappa.
Yo, ready, good evening, Chairman.
Patrick, Dede said after him, I went also.
I saw Patrick cousin Fibriana. James.
So, okay, so,
and Austria, so about that.
Austria, the Minyama. Minyama, Austria. Matia, ever.
Well, my man, quick points. Goals, no, so your goals now consider a lack of shape. Meaning, sir, yeah, about 4-4-2, sir, 2 wingers, there's some track it back, number boy. Your goals now started from the side, from the wings, and then for the cross and I say, born, but because you're lucky shape. I didn't say lucky shape, they say, Ghana, no, discipline, you need be anyway, with discipline. Neither na boy to be discipline, impossible. And see, says Ghana football, no person call many man, and so mufa coach or authority, I or cast a mutie. And no be ya, not just a president, Nagin who free sa politics name, I can say coach ne decided. Not players what as a coach where there, we are wine, say or share tactic now one to me, I know they say obey this one, obey you free. And no one a bit my boy. Because this goes now, who shot, who blame Jordan, are you a mistake? Who blame Amata a mistake? The other blame be a mistake because football is a team sport. Also blame a mistake because a team sport say player back on the boy, say other ones back over. And no, my first point. Second point say, be imagine with the last couple of days, no more big kakra. And I say, maybe by.
Evidence, yeah.
Okay, so it's not
evidence, but born above that. So be 9 years do, and then I know I do. So 9 years do, America is so ultimate con uncle, especially a mama who lose ties, a throne. Who lose some strength.
If you have sex, you play even better.
America is all called 18 minutes. What's it now? Born, not at the whole clear. 17 minutes, 2 goals.
Oh, near betting me a share. Near betting me a share 2 goals. Clear.
Yes. And you, sir. And see, almost see Uruguay for they do 90 minutes, almost started down when they push it by. Because almost concentrating, who said. Omo physical work here and some mobile yeah so I'm say and na cry and nabi ye dey ni just share South Korea ka crazy chilling and am your bomb left and right
you for sit on bet chilling anymore
on bet chilling it midfield ni say no who say party I didn't want my bomb ni say meaning the okoye allegation but big ni intensity a san ko timi dey ene Valverde money bentanko mushia no ni sa nwade na. And the second boss in Ayew, the goalkeeper is guy no, because of say your technical ability what a form no. This is your ball long balls. Long balls no so say obet massa win the second ball now. This is when you midfield or more intensity. It's part intensity na any hono.
and so higher. Dede Ayew on the I say unam now the akola she with now so ko baby. Ti no ekuta no she echi. Ono anye hwe. Kasa nkwa no timi kasa. Ye befa ne sa. Second point. Me pacho Inaki Williams no. Guy no started bobo with Spain ache. Uncle Nimbo Bank Spain for Fandada. Nyansa extra football nyansa extra speed no what by terms of football sense they the extra Spain for mono Spain for the nyansa na bobo or more America to be on my ball in the two with that on pass ball tiki taka because when him say area is born with the one who didn't bobe bra plant them and you want my born in America and you know say guy no will be almost Spain be over 10 years no Uncle Nimbo Bank or friend say bra bebo my they be almost study and say guy no ni nyansa no shele ni was America no nim to and cause in the future in my opinion there say nothing no bit maba any problem any players there or buy a good but oba on continent say come on continent bench come on here you do best 75 for the speed abeboa kakra and say ana party so the any e mania on train kakra unse Dano, Numbrano, Yibica Fentino.
All right, Vinia, that's it. All right, thank you. Derek,
so in wrapping up, I think say team no is very young, and when you are building a team, you need younger players. Ugumium on the chamo a court stage beer, they can become the center of the game of the team. So to me, I think we need to keep the players. But whilst players are emerging, you need to call them into the team.
Okay.
In the say technical bench in the young bench baby. You should take a new technical board.
Okay.
Maintain some of the players, those whom they think they are good.
Okay.
That's why I'm more born crying selection. That's Ghanaians.
Yeah.
We know the people who are playing the football. Until these are the people we need to call. But if players are emerging, you need to call them. Now you need politics to change. See the politics any football emerge at the end of the day you buy better a tournament near lose near some be say meanwhile there are very good and talented quality players out there playing the game who are supposed to be called and come and deliver. Obeti said Jeffrey Shrop was supposed to be in the team. So what happened? He was playing he's playing active football. Leicester City friend is saying Crystal Palace. He's playing active. Bobo now what interventions are boy. What I say, and you're not sure circumstances being in our Oxen woman. Yeah. One senator, Intibasame, say, you might argue down as Ghanaians, as a football nation, as we always call ourselves. Say, per se, we want to position ourselves. They may we are seeing them say, yes, in the Ghana we know, say, football nation, where we need 4 AFCONs. Almost 30 plus years, all we need be near. We need to take politics out of our football, and at the end of the day, we are good to go.
Okay, your final batch of messages, and I'm sure I'll be running away from here. Tilio says, so today Cameroon is going home too. And he says, Michael Tete Newman says, the Ayews caused our defeat. One wasted penalty and the other gave a free goal to the opponent.
Simple possession.
Martin Benjamin says, Black Star should be dissolved and be rebuilt again. John Zu says, precision. Mental discipline is required going into very important games like this. Suarez single-handedly played the mind games on 11 Ghanaian players on the pitch. It says, like one of your pundits mentioned, they need to be psyched up properly before every game. That weak penalty from the day also cost us a lot. We ended up paying a price for not taking that opportunity. Tilly says, Cameroon has scored. 9 minutes added time. Does it mean they will qualify? I beg, I want to know. Tilly says, Chemo, he scored and he got a red card at Jimmy. Bit of Bite says, I watched the football match while working now. Have been given a resignation letter. I think I read that earlier. Now, Loco Adam says, Mr. Tap sent. Your Bankum brethren are out for good. You, Martin. And it says, Ghana even didn't qualify. That is sad. Frank Sumwa says, it is impossible to keep the team. Most of these players will not respond positively to collapse now that the World Cup is over. Use local players. Patience Kessie says, Kudus is a blessing to Ghanaian team. Eva Diva says, the team is not a problem. It is basically a lack of motivation and some bad decision from the coach. Just my thoughts. Patience Keche says, Dede wanted to block Kudus from becoming the top scorer. Rich Lip says, the team should be kept, but not the Ayew brothers. Baba Rahman, even Pate, should be substituted. Kudus is young, but we can force the captain on him to give us more. Leadership is not about age. Andre Bolton says, hey, but it seems Dede was in a rush to celebrate after he played the ball. Or did someone else notice that too?
Yeah.
Tilly says, they took Bania along. The boy never touched a ball on the field. It's really disappointing. Nana, we will see how we go do the Dubai trip. Why? I beat na February, right? Yeah, na February. Andre Bolton says, but Dede Ayew's head has become smaller. Or whenever it is big, he scores. And stop that. Fidelis Cesar says, Pete, so sorry to hear you just being sacked. I don't know if you live abroad. I think you should know you can't do any other thing while working with these people. So sorry anyway, this happened to you. Eva is also giving some condolences to Bite and says, sorry, why? Afia Mele Ogbotobo says, please, next time, we should wait before praising a player. Everybody was talking about Kudus. Before a player can score a goal, it is the help of other teammates. Now, Andre Bot said, hey, biology science teacher, how can women be the cause of this? Is it not Qatar that banned the players from coming with girls? Andre Bot says, Nana Wile, or I'm sure he's talking about Nana Rumi. He says, I don't know his name. You see the advice he gave Kudus yesterday, it be valid now or what? Now, Apia Chum Michael says, hope I'm not late for lectures. Oh, Apia, well, I can catch up later.
Oh, yes.
Rich said, also, we know that we need the Ghanaian abroad players to come and play for GH. We need to start contacting them now, but not 6 months to World Cup or AFCON, and build a team relationship from now. And reports said, why am I having that feeling Nana and Derek were investors in this match? And Bet has eaten them. And then Bet has eaten them. And Matthew Batia says, man of the match was Atizigi. Was that the case?
Sana Mahu online, say BBC. Yes,
Atizigi won man of the match.
BBC Sana Mahu, because most of the
and your man, their money there.
And also, yes, because opposed to no kita. We know, sir, but Mr. Win.
Yeah, I think today he was our savior. I can more than necessary. We can end it here. We can end it here. The story is a sad story. In fact, what we were planning to do, none of them could come to pass. This evening we planned a party. Even Sunday that I'm having an outdooring that this match has ended this year. I don't know how the spirits will be.
Oh, we will do it.
You do that,
oh yeah. Sure. Now.
How the still what is
I don't remember.
If we do a number of filming, we still. It's outdooring. There's still.
Yeah, outdooring.
All right, no problem. Nana Regan says the outdooring still there is vim. So to any of our friends who are followers of Sammy Flex TV, if you are in Ghana, Accra to be specific, on Sunday you can join us. It is a family thing. We're going to have a sit down with friends and family in the industry to celebrate my new baby girl. And that's on Sunday between 2 and 6 p.m. So if you are one of our friends here, family member on this platform, and you happen to be in Accra, for Frederick Apia, who is in France, he's in Ghana at the moment, but he says he's coming through, so we sure going to see him. Guys, any final message na Inyani? Andrew Bode says, banana, I come to the day work. I'm sure that I ate 5 minutes. You ate it. Derek, my man says he wants the powder. Derek, now you become the body. He says he wants the powder song.
We say my case powder near import and export. Until no any money. Accurate business there, see. Yeah, until no onya me contact. Oh, brother, me exporting a simple.
No, try to see bit.
You bet me.
Wait, the baffle plane.
Contraband be.
Oh, David. So we say powder no me package ma or envelope mo white. So wallet.
The contraband all dey show yam cry.
Brother, me we brother, me we drop powder na drop edu baby cry no. That's what you say we dey go nsu mu na no mo a. We are good to go. Brother, man for be dey bi tu kwan. No be a catafo e bi cry bi dey ko. How more successful hono mo a. What the information Tino, how much more were US now? We are good to go.
Okay, Chemo, any last comments?
I think adoring. Obia with me
Oh yeah. I wish, in fact, sometimes I wish some of our friends can come around, but
almost
yeah. I know. Now we can finally.
That's a middle.
Charlie.
I said my door said, so be betting in and spirit there.
Ah, okay.
Abrasa, your friend said, Dr. Nita, it's in Keche.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Keche into Dr. Nita, baby, I will be.
Yeah,
it's on Keche, me and Tom Kana. Ya feel. You can see him feel near the other. Ya feel pa.
And report says, did they buy your food 5 minutes before the match?
No, it was hours. I ate hours before the game.
That's a man, Nanaboa.
Alright, let's end it here. So I want to say thanks, in fact, to our people who have been watching us. You guys make us feel so fantastic.
Yeah.
We wanted to do the show with you with calls, and it has been massive. Some of them, they even wanted to call more than twice, but I just didn't want that. I wanted to give other. So let me say sorry to Gideon in Virginia. He called so many times. He wanted to come again, but I felt like, no, there are so many people out there. I was not even picking some of the calls. So you guys are wonderful. You see how best we can make the calls a part of the Fridays edition, and we have enjoyed it. We're hearing some of the voices for the first time. Louis Kobina and a good number of you guys have been joining us all this while, but we've not heard their voices before. So it feels good. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency. He did camera. Richie Flex is the editor, director of the show. Emmanuel Forila PG, producer, and Gideon Nilam Tessin, our creative director. Everybody is not happy in this office.
At all.
But you see you again. But the weekend, more videos on this channel. Keep supporting, keep telling people about us. You do some more. My name is Sammy Flex. We out of here.